Hey, welcome back. Today we are talking about the T update. We now have a release date and what the next update is going to be right after that for Rust Console Edition for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, next generations, and everything in between. And I'm Jade Monkey. Okay, so we did just get a dev blog recently that kind of covers all of these different things. These are things that we've been covering for a while now, but now we have a solid date for Cultivator, also known as Farming 2.0. Or what else do they call it? Yeah, the T update. It's got like 3 different names pretty much in the community. So just so you know, we're talking about the same thing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read a little bit of this dev blog. I know you guys won't be able to see it, as I apologize, my setup is a little janky. Okay, it says, get ready to get your hands dirty. We've got some exciting news to share about the upcoming Cultivator update for Rust Console Edition after spending the last couple months in PTB, also known as Public Testing Branch. We've received tons of valuable feedback from players. We've had a chance to test it. Thanks to that help, we've been able to fine-tune the new terrain textures and farming mechanics. Yes, the terrain update's been great. Farm mechanics introduced with the Farming 2.0. We're thrilled to see how much enjoyment and positivity this update has brought to the Rust PTB community. All right, let's get the other piece here. This is a bit longer, so let's look at the wind turbine. It's so much more soothing. Okay. So the next piece here says there are still a few areas we want to improve and some bugs to squash before releasing Cultivator over on the main branch. To that end, we'll be rolling out one more update to Public Testing Branch. Ooh. It says during the first few weeks of May, the final round of testing will ensure Cultivator is stable and polished and possible for when it lands on main branch. That's really good news because there are a couple of hiccups here and there. I hope it addresses the sound issues. Just saying. It'd be great. Why is Cultivator such an... This is important. It says, why is Cultivator such an important update for Rust Console Edition? Well, for one, it opens up exciting new gameplay opportunities with its revamped farming mechanics. On top of that, here it is, the terrain revamp is also critical for optimizing the game and paving the way, here it is, for community servers in the future. I told ya! In short, this update is a game changer, and we can't wait for you to experience it firsthand. So here we go. Mark your calendars. Cultivator will be released to main branch. Jeez, I can't read. Will be released to main branch May 25th, 2023 to unleash your inner farmer. Dan, every time you think I would get better, but I think I'm getting worse at reading. So that's really awesome, and they're not kidding. The terrain revamp has added performance across the board, and especially for core systems. Core systems have really kind of been the I don't say this in a negative way, but lowest common denominator as far as getting everything like polished. So if you see an improvement there, it's good across the board is what I'm saying. So yeah, they're not kidding. Not only is this update going to absolutely change farming across the board, but it's going to be adding those T-buffs and everything else. And yes, those are all in the game. The mixing table is there, cloning, all that good stuff. We've done the teas. We did the big event that they had out there. It's really great to pair with not only just fishing, but then you can start to cash things out like different fish and even different, fertilizer over at the bandit camp for scrap itself, which is tremendous. And we can actually do that right now, even before the next update comes out, and we might as well cover that right now. It's going to be horses. They're calling it Horsepocalypse. But we do know after Cultivator Farming 2.0 hits, we know it's going to be horses, so that'll be our first major mode of transportation. We did know that, but it's just nice for them to reiterate that. I mean, as I've said in the past, the communication has been great now. As long as they keep that up, especially with community servers and everything else, it's going to be fantastic. So, yeah, it's going to be our first major mode of transportation. I don't know if this is going to include the saddles or not. The double saddles, not the singles, although these are both doubles. But it will include the horse armor. It will include the horseshoes. It will include the little Tootsie Rolls that the horses drop behind them. But right now, we do actually have a supplement to all those things because we can actually make fertilizer right now because the little horse dung thingies will spawn in barrels. They also spawn on the ground randomly until the horses do come in. So basically what we're saying is after Cultivator hits main branch, horses will be the next big thing that hits PTB, which is that testing bed for all this stuff. So, I mean, a lot of exciting stuff. The terrain update has been massive. Along with both the Cultivator updates. So I'm really anxious to see because we're not even halfway through the year, so I'm anxious to see what else is coming up on the horizon. And yeah, if you're out there farming and you're like, I need a good way to set this up, because you do have another month to check things out, I will go ahead and link the Rust farm setup now in the upper right-hand corner. If you want to go check that out. This is like your best bet for just setting up a farm to hit the ground running to test it out. I would recommend that you test it out now because the teas are just too good to pass up. I mean, literally, there are teas for scrap boosting, for wood farming boost, and for ore boost, for everything. We're talking sulfur, metal, stone, all of it. Yeah, does that blow your mind? It should. Yeah, the scrapping is for barrels, so like if you like to do a lot of water scrapping, I mean, you pop one of those scrap teas and then go hit the water, you're going to be rich before you know it. So it really helps solos tremendously, especially if you're out there doing that safer scrap runs. And, you know, just in general, it's going to be much harder to actually go out there and farm, or not just farm, but to actually find food. So you're really going to need to stock up on food in your base. You don't necessarily have to do something quite this large, but, you know, we have potatoes and stuff. But just having like a small crop plot or at least one large crop plot is going to be almost a necessity for, I would say, most players. In most cases, unless you're stealing your food, then I guess you don't really need to grow anything now then, do you? There's a whole robust cloning system that's built into the game now, so you can make super seeds for all the different plants. There's all these different colored berries and stuff. The gameplay loop around it is actually a lot of fun. If you've ever done, what is it, Pokemon breeding back in the day, it's kind of like that. It's great. So, and then think about this. You can sell the teas. You can sell the super clones inside of the vending machines. You can sell a lot of these materials only, well, not only in vending machines, but back at like bandit camps and stuff like that to actually make scraps. So it's well worth your time. I know at first you're like, oh, you know, boo, farming. But it's actually a lot of fun. And you'd be surprised at what you can fit inside of your base as far as farming stuff. I mean, we've already done, what is it, the T-wedge? I guess we'll go ahead and link it now. I don't have a poster for it, but let's go ahead and link the T-wedge now in the upper right-hand corner. This is a very small terrain bunker base made for solos, and it squeezes in the farming here at the bottom, and both farming and water cleaning. So it's got batteries, clean water, and farming, so you can make your teas right off the bat. So it's pretty great, not gonna lie. This video that we have for this is a bit longer. We do have it broken up into chapters, so you can always kind of click on the bottom to kind of jump around when you need to. Because I know 50 minutes for a video is a bit rough, but if you kind of have those different pieces, you can skip around. So hopefully that all works out for you. So yeah, we're mad excited for this. We're even more excited for our first mode of ground transportation. The horses are going to really change the game, and we'll see what this does for us as far as custom servers on the horizon. I know a lot of people have been asking about it, so if you want to know, this is all the information that we have about custom servers up to this point. It should already be up on the end screen now. So love you. Hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream video.